Some offer flowers, some light lamps, some chant mantras for hours. But once, a devotee offered his own eyes to Shiva, with love so fierce it silenced heaven itself. This is not just a legend. This is the story of Kannappa Nayanar, the hunter who taught the gods what real devotion looks like. He wasn't a Brahmin. He didn't know scriptures. He had never stepped into a temple before. He was a tribal hunter, wild, rugged, raw. But inside that wild exterior burned something pure, Bhakti. A love for Shiva so deep, it didn't need words. One day, Kannappa discovered a Shiva Linga hidden deep in the forest. He didn't know how to worship properly. So, he did what he knew. He brought meat, the best part of his hunt. He poured water from his mouth because he had no pot. He offered flowers, not in ritual, but with pure joy. And every single day, he returned, not with fear, not with guilt, but with a love, straight from the heart. The temple priests, of course, were horrified. They saw impurity. But Shiva saw intensity. Then came the test. One day, the Shiva Linga began to bleed. One of its eyes was damaged, a divine illusion, a test from the Lord himself. Kannappa saw it. He didn't scream. He didn't run for help. Without hesitation, he took an arrow and plucked out his own eye and gently placed it on the linga. The blood stopped. The eye was healed. But then, the second eye of the linga began to bleed. Now Kannappa had only one eye left. If he gave that too, he'd be blind. How would he know where to place it? So what did he do? He placed his foot on the spot where the second eye was, so that once he plucked the other, he'd know where to put it. Blind, but still offering. As he raised his hand to sacrifice the second eye, Shiva appeared, radiant, moved, overflowing with love. He stopped Kannappa, embraced him, and said, "Your devotion is beyond ritual. You are my true devotee." And in that moment, Kannappa was blessed forever as one of the 63 Nayanas, the great Shaivite saints of Tamil Nadu. Now let's pause. In our world, we think devotion is about rules, what to wear, what time to pray, what words to say. But Shiva keeps proving one truth over and over. He doesn't want your perfection. He wants your passion. Real bhakti is not about the head. It's about the heart willing to give everything, even when it hurts. So here's something you can do this week. Pick one thing that matters to you, time, energy, comfort, and offer it to something higher. Not out of pressure, but out of love. It could be helping someone silently, giving up something you crave, or just sitting quietly and offering your presence to the divine. The point is, make love louder than logic. Because in Shiva's world, a tribal hunter with bleeding eyes is more divine than a scholar with empty chants. And if this story lit a fire in your chest, if you felt even a drop of that love, then subscribe mushks to this channel. Because stories like this aren't meant to be admired. They're meant to awaken something inside you.